All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
If you kill it, motion me out.
On first down, it's Taylor. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 20.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. This is Tate. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
11.
Out of the gun, Locke. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Watch this. On. Hey, zoom. Check 43. Motion. Hey, check motion there.
Just beating the play clock. It's Love. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying, wait.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this street, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. And Luck is going to run out of time and out of luck as well. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
Check out.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Back, recon, 132 fighter. Check 24, watch 20. 11. Kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
It's second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Wide. Get wide. Through. 6 guys. Hey, check. Tight dog.
Throwing on second and long. Luck eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now Luck. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Luck on third and goal. Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Darnold. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Looking, touchdown, Houston. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This fielded at the 2. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as they are able to cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now, it's Taylor, and he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Taylor. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hey, Charlie. Number 53, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. It got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Luck on first down. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, alert 3. Watch out. Reggie. Check 50.
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Look out. Ready. Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Spot. Hey, quick. SOS. 11. No.
On first down, Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
3 down. Wrong right. Check 99. Hey, orbit. Under 10.
Throwing again is Luck. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all.
Hey, back up. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
From the red zone now, Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Auden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Darnold. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They start the second half with Michelle on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Go. Check safety. Right. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now it's Luck. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Man, Eddie. You don't want none. Undercrush.
And that'll set them back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Check hot.
Now it's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sony Michel, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
36. Banjo.
They'll run with Taylor. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Back to throw, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
53 is the mark. You better be afraid of me.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Luck. And now he'll tuck it and run. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
To throw is Luck. He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work. Inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal, Miami.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Harold Landry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. On 2nd and goal. Luck to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Luck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work on.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They bring Rashawn Melvin on the corner blitz, and he gets there. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Three down. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shit. Wide. Get wide.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Luck now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
You got tight right there. Hold the look.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Trying to get it to Landry there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We've got a plane to catch.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Texans,
okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but you ain't no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be down so